take control.
That's the best intro we got. I just want to put that out there real quick.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate
Nah. Ain't nothing stopping me now. That's the first one.
Hey, man.
That's the second best intro that we.
Let me show you how to handle it, bro.
Right. Hey, it's a big show tonight, Grown Man Mondays. There you go. That and for this type of show anyway, you feel me? So yeah, we going political on y'all. We got company, coming over. The fellas, we ready. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Miss Tierr'ishia Bell coming up. That is the Galveston County. Ooh, got y'all. Galveston County.
You did it.
Democratic Party chair. Re-elect.
Say it one more time.
That means she already in the chair. She already in the chair. Huh? Yeah. She already in the chair. So that's a re-elect. That means let her still sit there type shit. You feel me?
Galveston County.
Here we go.
You said it four times.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
What's happening? What's going on?
What's happening? Thank you all for having me. I'm excited to be here today.
We happy to have you.
Welcome to Grown Man Monday.
Glad you're here.
Right here at Galvestonpodcast, each and every Monday. I'm Black Vato. KumSee BoutMe. Train. Esco. Miss Bell in the building. And it's all about your choice. Just use it in the best way today with the politics and things. So just for myself, I'm not more of a Democrat, Republican. I don't get too much in it. Have I voted before? Yes. What about yourself? KumSee BoutMe.
The last time I voted, I was in college. That was my third year in college. So that's why I'm at. And the same thing you said about it, that's why I stand too. So I'm here to get educated, really. I'm going to be more listening than talking.
What?
We're going to pass Train.
Yeah, Train.
Yeah.
I am so disappointed in you niggas.
Why?
Yes, I vote. I don't identify as Republican or Democrat. A lot of people think I'm a Republican because I got a lot of guns and I like my gun rights, but I don't identify as a Republican or Democrat. I vote in my best interests, which is what I think people should do. But I'm the type of person I like to listen to what candidates have to say, and not only what they have to say, but I also pay attention to what they do. I've made several mentions about Black people needing to get out and vote and do the things that we need to do. And one of the things that we talked about earlier in the pre-show, I was saying how everybody want to vote for the presidential election every 4 years, but it's the local and state that's super important to us, right? The judges and the district attorneys, the people that actually affect our everyday community. So I'm super excited about today because we got somebody to help shed some light on those things. Esco?
Absolutely. Yeah, I also don't identify with the particular. And it's Esco, not Echo. But I don't really identify with a particular party. It's more so just like Train. Yeah, like more so what Train said. Just the candidate that really aligns with my personal views and my beliefs the most is who I would typically vote for. I used to have a mind frame of, well, my vote don't matter, but then when I really thought about it, just kind of just thinking about like if everybody in my neighborhood had that same mentality, what a difference it could make if everybody thought the same way as I did. So to avoid, that as far as me, I'll make sure I do my part every time I can. And voting for the local offices is definitely something that impacts my neighborhood more so. So definitely, the district attorney, the councilman, and people that are in my area is definitely what I pay attention to as well. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for our guests to shed some light, give us some wisdom and knowledge on things to help us to be better. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yes, once again, thank you all for having me. I'm super excited. Being the county chair of the Galveston County Democratic Party, it is my job to inform everyone. And I just wanted to kind of touch on what everybody said today. I am listening to four young black men. I salute you all. First of all, my heart goes to you all. I have a black father, black brother, black son, black grandson. So I know the struggles that you all are dealing with in the world today. As a black mother, so my heart goes to you all, and that's why it's even more important that you all get out and vote. Now, I did hear a lot of you all say you're not one or the other. I could totally respect that as a Democratic chair, but what I'm also going to ask each of you all to do is just do your background on each party, because true enough, back in the day, blacks were Republicans before the Civil War, because that's what we associated with. But over time, after slavery, what happened was the Republicans, the best way to really describe the Republicans, and I'm going to say before Trump, the best way to describe the Republicans is a private party. The Democrats is a public party. And when I mean private party, that means that they go to the private yachts, the private clubs, the private this, the private that. Everything is private. As far as the Democrats are concerned, as public, we're more for the working class. Okay, we hone in on families. We believe that it was diversity that built this country, and we all know where I can go with this. But it took our immigrants, because let me explain something to you all. If we deported every last one of our immigrants, are you all going to get out there and build the roads, build homes, work in the crops? Okay, yeah. So we're not going to do that. So because we don't want that low pay. But like I say, the Democratic Party is really for the working class. But when Trump came in, he pretty much sold himself to the less fortunate, I'll just say. And so they latched onto that. But one thing they didn't do their research, because a lot of the stuff that they voted for, they voted against their own interests, like food stamps, Medicaid, Medicare. Like they're voting against what they're benefiting from. And let me explain something to y'all. I need us to get out the mindset that we are the minority. We are not the minority anymore. But as long as we keep having that mindset, we will forever be the minority. So yes, every 4 years you have presidential races. Every 2 years you have gubernatorial races, which is for the governor. But do you know that every single year there is an election going on? Every single year. My job as a county chair is 24/7. Mind you, I do all this volunteer. I'm not getting paid one dime to do this. I have a full-time job. But I go out and try to inform people. So like you said, Esco, if everybody had the same mindset, and a lot of people have that mindset that my vote doesn't matter, my vote doesn't count. Because for one, we're tired of seeing what's going on TV. And so it's called voter empathy. And so after a while, people just tune their ears off to all the craziness that's going on, and not understanding that the craziness that's going on should make you want to get out and do something, get out and participate. Because one thing I can tell you, if you can get on Facebook and complain about your ditch is not being filled, your water not running properly, they won't tear this abandoned building down. Like all that is for people who you vote for in these local races. Your city council members, your drainage people, your school board people, like you say, your DA, your JP, your county sheriff. The current county sheriff have inmates wearing hot pink. Come on, really? Hot pink.
Wild.
Like, it's one thing to take somebody's manhood or whatever, but it's a whole, like, wear hot pink because you want to. Because personally, I think men look good in hot pink, if you fashion. So I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, don't force me to, like, that's just silly to me. Spend your time doing something more productive than trying to make people feel bad about the decisions that they make, because we all make mistakes. So I'm sorry, you didn't ask me all that, but
we didn't. But look, no, I like your energy. You know what I'm saying?
So, I'm just really passionate about this. I've been a county chair since 21, and just looking at my community. When I say my community, I mean my Black community. For us to not get out and vote, I will say we're doing better, but I need us to do a lot better than what we're doing, because I want to see y'all faces at the table. Like, I want to see you all in the room, and so young people, you know, we have to reach them, but you know, a lot of young people, it's not affecting them directly because some of them still live at home with their parents. They really haven't had life hadn't really life for them, as far as like taxes and who's on the school board and all. So you know, you have to have a different approach when it comes to them. But they're out there and they're aware of what's going on. So I say our generation dropped the ball because our grandparents, great grandparents, they fought for this right. Like this is really our right. Mm-hmm. Like your voice is that's the most powerful thing you can ever use is your voice. So if you get on Facebook and complain about it, then make sure that if I see you on Facebook complaining about something going on, when I go into the Voter Access Network, which is a website that I have that I can see who voted.
That's public record.
If you haven't voted, I'm a take that post down because you go to the polls and vote.
That's public record. She can see it. You can see it. You can go look it up. So and listen, I love your passion. And I think I speak for all of us when we say we are excited to have you here.
Yes, sir.
And we got questions for you, me and my brothers here. Before we get into our questions, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And I'm not talking about the county chair and all that. I'm talking about you. Who is Tierr'ishia?
Oh, good. I like that. Okay. So first of all, I am a preacher's kid. And
hey, so, I love it. I love it. I love it already. I love it already.
I'm definitely a PK. I'm a mother. I have 2 amazing kids, a 28-year-old daughter, 26-year-old son. I have 3 grandkids.
Time out. Can we? Yes. I just want to stick a pin in that. I'm gonna have to tell you, like I tell my mama, you don't have no kids. Your
I have adults.
Your kids grew up.
I have my baby.
You have a son, you have a daughter, but you don't have no kids.
You're right. Let me retract that.
I have to remind my mama of that. So I'm not gonna let you sit out here.
You're right. Platform. So let me try it again. I have a grown daughter that's my baby. She's 28, and I have a grown son that's my baby. He's 26.
Yes, ma'am.
and so I have 3 grandkids, 1 on the way. 2 boys, 2 girls. By both of my kids, they have 1 of each. I've been in radiology. My background is radiology. I've been in radiology about 30 years. I was an ultrasound sonographer for 25 years. Now I'm a supervisor of radiology at UTMB. I'm over 2 different departments. So my hobbies, I'm pretty active. I go to church regularly. I like to do different things in the political world because I feel like even though that's volunteer work, I feel like I owe, like I said, I wasn't just born here to take up space. I have a purpose. And so I feel like my purpose, especially being a preacher's kid, that I'm a servant. So when I get out and do this county chair work, like I tell people all the time that if I was doing this because of me, I would have thrown in the towel a long time ago. But I don't do this for me. I do this for the people because I believe in we the people. So I love shopping. I was married for 19 years. I've been divorced for a year. So now I'm just on to the next chapter of my life. My birthday is Wednesday, so I'm all Aquarius. I'm super excited. So yes. So that's just a little bit about me.
I love it. Fellas, y'all want to get into it?
Tierr'ishia Bell, so
Black History birthday.
What? Yeah. Happy Black History to everybody, though. Also,
thank you. Yes, happy Black History.
So,
yeah.
Is this something you got to go to school for to get the county chair, or is it something like you saying you just volunteer for?
So, how I actually got started, I went to a showing at College of the Mainland when they were showing the movie. I don't went blank. What's the show with the New York, the guys that got arrested unjustly? They see us.
The Five.
When they see us.
When they see us, yeah. I went to College on the Mainland to view this, and it was a room full of people. And so at the end, they had a panel of guests to get up and basically give their thoughts about what they thought. And so it was a couple of things that was said that kind of upset me because, like I said, I have a son that went off to college. And so he come from a 2-parent home, like I'm an old school parent. So I was all about grades with my kids and, how they treat people, being respectful. And so my son actually, he didn't get in trouble, but they assumed he was one of the people that robbed a convenience store. And thankfully for your phones and timestamp, my son was down here at my house for that weekend when this robbery was taking place. So one lady said that Black boys end up going to jail when they come from a single parent home. So I had to get her together really fast and let her know that's not the case, because my son has both parents and they were still trying to, railroad my son. Thankfully, he didn't get in trouble. We had proof. So after I finished speaking, a young lady came up to me and said, "Hey, I want to vote for you one day." And I'm like, I wasn't even really involved in anything as far as politics were concerned. So I end up going with her to Texas Democratic Women of Galveston County. It's one of the clubs. And so I joined that club and was the new member new member chair. So my job was to get new members in and register voters. I had to take a class for that to register voters. So I did that for about 8 months to a year. And then they had election time to elect their board members, and they elected me as the president. I guess I was doing a good job at the new membership. So they elected me as the president. So I was only the president and for them for 3 months before the county chair position became open. When the county chair position became open, a lot of people reached out to me and asked me to put my name in a hat. I wanted to get involved, but I thought I was cool where I was. So I prayed about it, of course. I just kind of waited for God to guide me. And so I put my name in the hat and I end up winning by a landslide, really. So I've been county chair since 2021. So that's how I ended up getting this position. So I just really got involved. The best thing to do is get involved and just kind of get the inner workings of how everything works. Because at the end of the day, people see me, but they don't realize it's a lot. I have deadlines I have to meet. I have to file money to the Texas Ethics Commission. So I deal with Secretary of State all the time. I go out of town every 3 months. So it's a 24/7 type of job that, like I say, I don't get a dime for. So I do it for the people.
Hey, that was a great question,
So
Vato.
Thank you. Yes, great question.
Appreciate you. And we appreciate you doing what you do and sticking to your belief of helping others in your way and don't receive funds. So I salute you. I tip my hat.
Speaking of doing what you do,
thank you, Vato. Yes.
Just to help for some of the people who might not know, right? Because people might see party chair on the ballot, but they're not quite sure what your day-to-day looks like, or how would you describe your role in building the grassroots engine we keep hearing about?
That's my question. That's my question too. I'm sorry, I had to slide that in with him, but that's the same question I want to ask in real life. So go right ahead. I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, all of these are great questions, so I appreciate it. So what the job of a county chair does, yes, like I say, first of all, it's an unpaid position. My job as the county chair, like I say, I have statutory duties. So my job is really, my overall job is to build volunteers. And when I say volunteers, we have precinct chairs. We have 90 plus precincts in Galveston County. And so each precinct should have a precinct chair, but there are some precincts that doesn't even have houses. So we don't worry about those. But basically, I'm like over the county. Like my position, I'm the county chair, so I'm over the county. So my biggest role is like recruiting candidates, and also during the primaries, like what we have going on right now is the primaries. So my job basically, candidates that want to be on the ballot, they try to meet me as much as they can because I have influence over votes. Like if I tell Galveston County to vote for you, then Galveston County is going to vote for you. If I tell Galveston County don't vote for you, then Galveston County is not going to vote for you. So that's why a lot of candidates want to befriend the county chair, because we kind of have persuasion over the voters. So I also make sure that every polling location is up and running. I make sure that we have election workers at every polls. I go through those ballots. So when you go to the polling booth and vote, every name that's on there, I had to make sure it was spelled correctly. Every precinct, I had to make sure that the right people were in the right precinct, because House District 23 is not in House District 24. My name will be on everybody's ballot because I'm county-wide, so everybody will have the opportunity to vote for me. So I have to make sure that my candidates are following the rules, not breaking any laws. And in the same token, I still have to do meetings every month. We're supposed to do executive meetings like every quarter, which is 4 times a year, but I have meetings with my members every single month, every second Thursday, because what I want to do is keep my people informed so they can go out and pollinate. I'm real big on pollinating. So once again, you have the county party, which I'm over. Then underneath me, there are multiple clubs. We have Galveston Island Democrats that meet every month. So a lot of people on the island goes to that. Then we have Texas Democratic Women of Galveston County. They meet like League City, Dickinson area, so they meet every month. We have a coalition of Black Democrats. They get more active like around this time. So they're kind of busy like MLK Day, Day of Service. They get busy like that. Then we have Friendswood Democrats that meet more like on the Friendswood area, because Galveston County is from Galveston to Friendswood and everything in the middle. So it's considered a pretty big county. But since I've been the county chair, I've had 3 new clubs come underneath my leadership, and that's the Young Dems of Galveston County. They got started. A lot of my Young Dems did go off to college, so we have some of them coming back, but we're excited anytime our youth are getting education. We're happy for that. And then we have the League City Democrats that just formulated. So they had their first meeting. It was a huge success. And then I have Dickinson area Democrats that just started. So they are growing as well. So we're just growing as far as volunteers are concerned. But like you have last year was an off season. So that means it's smaller elections going on that we're not involved. This year is an on season. So like last year, you'll have less volunteers, less donations, but that's because everybody kind of resting. But this year is an on season, so we're getting more volunteers, more donations, and it happens like that in cycles. But for me, it's a 24-hour job.
You busy
all the time. All the time.
I want to thank you for sitting down to talk on us, because that's a lot.
Yeah, I think it took us a couple times to get me scheduled, huh, Vato?
Yep. And we had 13 views solid. We had that.
But I will tell you this, like I told Vato, I had a couple other offers to do podcasts and I turned them down, but this is one of the ones that I most definitely wanted to do.
Well, appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'm on the podcast, and you is elected as Galveston chair. You feel me?
Yes.
What you saying?
Only coincides. Now, what I was gonna say is, first and foremost, you're always a winner. You're a winner regardless, because you do it from your heart. I was thinking about. I'm gonna tell you something. How in unison this is. In my head today, I was thinking in my head, when you give and you give with no thought of giving, you're going to always win. And that's why you're in the position that you're in, and you are powerful, and you met up with powerful people on a powerful platform that's silent. Yes. And see, your position is silent. Your position is silent, but it's loud. So now that it's being heard, and now that I'm getting information that is needed, see, this is information, and information is wisdom, and wisdom
yes,
is what's real needed. And everybody, I'm thinking the whole time you speaking, how can I get the youth involved in what she's saying? Because what I'm hearing correctly is you have an influence on the influence, but they need to know the influence.
Right.
And that's what your position is. Your position need to be screamed louder, because it's done with no charge.
Yes.
It's even a Bible verse that says you don't even supposed to listen to somebody that's charging you.
Yeah.
Esco, you know I'm correct. I always go to Esco. Esco know I'm correct.
Esco, if he ain't wrong, huh? Yeah, correct him if he's wrong.
I was going to do a video saying that, but I'm not going to go there. On this platform, I want to tell you, you are very great.
Thank
and
you.
I'm glad that I got a chance to meet somebody that's in a great position, because everybody on this panel is great. They know I tell them they wouldn't be on this panel if they wasn't great. But the position
Thank
you
you.
hold and come from the heart, it coincides, because, man, it takes a lot. I volunteer and coach basketball for 10 and under. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's free, and what you got to go through, and just like you say, everything has politics. When we talked about it earlier before, everything has politics in it.
Everything. Yes. Well, thank
so
you.
Much
I
you want to
appreciate
do.
that.
Yeah.
I actually have a question that I want to ask, if I could. So being a man of faith myself is very important, that my faith is not compromised in everything that I do. You know, I get up here and I kick it with my brothers because they're solid dudes, and we cut up. You know, you got a little taste of that before, and we cut up. But at the end of the day, these four brothers, let me take myself out the equation. These three brothers are solid dudes, so that's why I rock with them. In your position, how do you maintain a level of integrity in doing what you do without compromising the faith that you proclaim?
Great question. I will say I do a lot of praying, because trust me, like Vato just said, I'm running for re-election. This is the first time in history that a county chair has had an opponent in Galveston County. So not only am I the first Black woman to have this position, but I'm also the first to have an opponent. I will say my opponent is being unfair when it comes to me, and trust and believe. Yes, I'm a preacher's kid, but I still have hood in me.
Hello.
Right.
I do.
Talking my language now, Esco.
I don't.
My language, Esco.
You know, let me tell you something. This weekend, I was with the Congressman Ron Reynolds and the Congressman Al Greens and the John Rosenthals. I was sitting right next to them this weekend. But at the end of the day, I can get down scrappy with you.
I love it.
But I remain my integrity, because at the end of the day, like I said, I have kids, I have grandkids. I want to leave a legacy behind. I tell my parents all the time, when I'm going on, I want to leave a legacy, because for one, I'm going to be known for being the first Black. My name hopefully will ring forever for being the first Black woman to hold this position. So I want to leave a legacy. When people think of me, I want them to be like, you know what? She came in my life and she taught me some things, or she changed my viewpoint, or whatever the case may be. Because at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer. You reap what you sow.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what keeps me on the straight and narrow, because I want to be able, I don't want to go out there and mislead someone or backstab someone. I trust God, like I call him my sky daddy. Anytime I make a move, even with this politics, I confer with him first. And so a lot of times it's late at night, or I'm in bed sleep, and a voice will come to me telling me what I need to do. So I follow that. I step out on faith, and 99.99% of the time, he has guided me in the right way. So I'm not really afraid of these attacks that I'm getting, because I know I'm covered. I know at the end of the day, like I told my team, we're going to stay focused. I played basketball from my 7th grade all the way to my sophomore years in college. And when I used to get mad on the court, my dad used to tell me all the time, take it out on that scoreboard. Take it on that scoreboard. Take that anger to that scoreboard. And that's exactly what I'm doing in my race. I'm taking my anger to the polls. I'm educating voters. Make sure y'all re-elect Tierr'ishia Bell for county chair. I've been doing it since 2021. We have grown as a county. We've grown as voters. Yes, don't get me wrong. We have a long way to go. I never stood in front of any platform and said that I was the perfect at this, because I'm still learning. But I do know we're a lot further than where we started. And so we just got to fight till we win. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here for my people. And my people doesn't just mean my Black people. It means white people, Hispanic people, men, women, young, old. I don't care. Like, I'm here for the people. My heart is for the people.
Love it.
Come on now. Hey, because you're getting a lot of thank yous and motivation. Every comment popping up. Your people in here, man.
Yeah.
Going down, man. We going.
The work never go in vain.
Re-elect man. Yeah.
Yes. And I do want to put this out there for all the people that say, and I'm sure, like I say, I'm sure it's people out there that say, oh, I didn't even know, who is this lady? What is the county chair? I didn't even know she existed. Like, I get it. I wish I could cover every door in every house in Galveston County. But we have covered a lot. But one thing I do know, like I said earlier, all the work that I have put in, I'm not looking for recognition. I'm a servant. I'm not doing this for a title. A lot of times when I go out, my members are introducing me. Oh, this is our county chair, because I'll just say, hi, my name is Tierr'ishia. They're like, no, this is our county chair. Titles are good to have, but I don't ride off titles, because if I can ask any of y'all to come out and block walk with me, you best to believe when you look to the left, I'm gonna be right there block walking with you. Like, that's the type of leader I
am. I love it.
All right.
Yeah, man. I love that answer. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right, so we got a couple of questions that we're gonna be asking, but I'm gonna get to one of my little nitty gritty. You know, you Democratic Party. So, what is your true feelings on ICE? Period. Would you like me to start off on how I feel like they're doing their job, and if you're not by the law of what they're serving these warrants for, you have to go back home? I'm just saying, if you're not legally here, I am with that.
So let me ask you this question.
What?
Are you saying that
it's a real question for it? This
is a real question, and I'm glad you asked.
This is definitely a real question.
We just had our protest this weekend about ICE. Now, what I will say,
I know that's why I went there.
I do understand that ICE has a job. I'm not arguing that, because let me tell you something. Whether people want to believe it or not, Democrats, we want criminals off the street. We do. But let me tell you what I disagree with. To kill someone, to take someone's life.
Oh yeah.
I have an issue with that. Nah. Taking babies, taking a 5-year-old from their family. How would do any of y'all have kids?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Imagine your child. See, the problem is a lot of people that say, oh, that's what they get. Okay, yeah, that's what that group getting now. But it's going to eventually come to our group. And we as Black people should really have sympathy for anybody going through anything, because we as Black people know how it is to be treated differently. But yes, no, I don't want the criminals over here. But let's face it. A lot of the mass shootings in schools are not immigrants. Let's just call it what it is. Mm-hmm. It's not immigrants. But when that happens,
they don't look like us either.
And they don't look like us. But when that happens, oh, that person have mental illness. Okay, well then let's say mental illness, because they say it's not the guns, because people kill people, guns don't. Okay, we'll get past that. And to answer your question, Train, when you said you think Republican because Democrats, because you carry your gun, baby, let me tell you something. I'm licensed, and Democrats, we pack our guns.
I said people.
I mean, our pum-pums. I'm sorry. We pack. We have license. We pack. We just want it done the right way. Like, what? Why is the AR-15 necessary? Like, really?
I can answer that if you want to get into it.
It's necessary for a street. It's necessary for the street.
Sometimes.
For the street.
There are
so
scenarios.
you live in that kind of life where you need the AR-15.
There are certain scenarios where an AR-15 is absolutely necessary, and your handgun won't get it done.
So you said, so that tells me that you live in that type of life.
I don't live that type of life. I'm a law-abiding citizen who teaches self-defense, and I teach that with hand-to-hand and with firearms.
Time out.
But I also teach responsible gun.
All I'm saying is they need to do background checks. They need to raise the age to 21. That's all we asking. Just raise that age to 20. An 18-year-old shouldn't be able to have to go in there and get an AR-15. Just raise the age. If you want an AR-15, good. I advise everybody to get an AR-15. Like I told my son.
Me too.
And my brother. But let me tell you something. If every last one of y'all got AR-15s, watch how fast they ban them guns. Think about it.
They will.
They'll ban them, and then you can't get them no more. So all I'm saying is, yes, I come from a family of owners when it comes from that. So yeah, don't let the Republican people tell you that we trying to take your guns. We don't want your guns. We want you to have your guns. We just want you to have your guns in a reasonable way, in a responsible way. That's all we ask for, a responsible way. We don't want your guns because hell, at this point, everybody need to have one.
We do have background checks though.
Yeah, but how long do the background? But how do they really wait for the background checks to come back before they issue that handgun?
Most of the time. Most of the time they do. Most of the time they do. What happens is
not but that's the problem. It shouldn't be most of the time. It's supposed to be supposed to. You're not supposed to get the gun until the license is cleared. So
what happens is there's what is it, the Brady rule or something like that, where if the background don't come back in like 3 to 5 business days or something like that, and it's up to the gun store,
and it never stops them from selling.
It's up to the gun store, but I can see that. But but you got to think about it, right? And because you can't necessarily change my mind on this, but I do understand where y'all coming from, just from a standpoint that, and I'm talking to both you and my brother Vato here. I understand that from your perspective that you're talking, but the perspective that I'm talking about is from a law-abiding citizen, from a guy who not only is also licensed, but signs off on other people's licenses, right? I go on whole campaigns trying to get people who look like me to say, hey, first of all, have a gun, own guns, own AR-15s, own handguns, all of those things. And I'm also saying do it responsibly, because I believe.
So you think 18? Do you honestly think an 18-year-old is responsible?
I think they can be. I think if they're properly. I think if they're properly educated.
Okay, let me rephrase this question then. Do you think this generation of 18 now our generation of 18-year-old probably yeah. But do you think the generation of 18-year-olds that's coming up now, do you really think they're responsible?
Maybe not, but we talk in the green room. We can't
get a straight answer out of you, bro. Like, is it?
We could if you shut the fuck up.
She had to break it down so he can chew it. She had to break it down so he can chew it, and he swallowed it. And I'm understanding what's going on. I'm glad that she.
I was confused on.
No, I give her both of them where they at. I told you Esco I was going to be quiet and behave.
Listen to me. Check this out, Vato. We talked about it in the pre-show. Our generation messed up. We messed up because the generation, these 18-year-old generations, those our kids. My daughter, 19. She's responsible. You want to know why? Because I taught her to be. And she's responsible with her firearm. You know why? Because her daddy taught her to be.
But wait, you just said this generation is messed up?
You said the generation of 18. You said, do I think that the generation, but that's our fault. I blame the parents. It was our job to raise them up properly.
That's our fault. He ain't lying.
And we didn't do what we needed to do to make sure.
And that's why I say, now, kudos, hats off to you for raising your daughter properly. You 1 in a million. But I want y'all to think about this. I don't know if y'all pay attention, but you know kids miss school now for mental health days, right? You know it's a thing called
wild to me. That is wild to me.
Did we have mental health days in school?
Absolutely not.
Okay, you better get up and you better take your behind to school, or you're not going out nowhere for the weekend. Okay, so all I'm saying is, whether these kids are dealing with mental health or not, yes, we as parents, we dropped the ball. But for one, we only dropped the ball because we wanted our kids to have more than what we didn't have. And so we gave them more and more and more instead of letting them work for and be grateful for. We just gave to them. So a lot of these kids are entitled. Mm-hmm. So with that entitlement comes I got this gun because, and then this is really what makes me the angriest when it comes to school shootings like that. is that 90% of the time, the person that's doing this was bullied. And instead of the school dealing with the bully, they get on the person that was tired of getting
the
bullied.
kid that's getting bullied.
They rather punish the kid that's been getting bullied. And see, when I got bullied for a long time in school, but guess what? I got bullied Monday through Friday. I didn't have to hear that on Saturday and Sunday. Went back to school Monday. For the summer, I didn't have to hear. But now bullying is different. You know why? Because people get on internet. And the kids in Ball High, Lamar High School, Dickinson, Texas, it's kids up in a whole nother state. It's saying kids get bullied. So that does mess with your mental. Like the Bible say, we get weaker and wiser. So all I'm saying back to you, my friend, I don't have a problem with you owning your guns, your AR-15s, whatever you want to pack, your sawed off, whatever. But all we saying is raise the age limit to 21. That's it.
Out them baby's hand, get it out them baby's hand.
Hey,
and your opinion,
because at the motion now of the
they using them. They are using them. You can say it.
Yeah.
Yes, they using the shit out of them because they can't read. Yeah. Let's be real. They using the shit out of them because they can't read.
Yeah.
They can't read because don't nobody got enough time to deal with them, so they can't learn how to read because they ain't got no patience. And that ain't nobody. We dropped the ball. More than the parents' fault. That's systematic.
And they can't read because they ban the books out of the school. Because guess what?
I said
if we can dummy the populace, you could tell somebody right now. If you look out your window right now, what you see? Nighttime, right? But if you have a population that's uneducated, you could tell them it's sunshiny outside. They're gonna swear it's the sun they seeing out there.
I need you to say that one more time. And even if you can't, I just want them to hear it because I'm gonna replay it later at 3 o'clock in the morning. But
so let me say this again.
Systematic.
They have banned books. They came in and took over HISD. You know why they took over HISD? Because HISD is one of the largest school districts in the country.
And there ain't no males in the schools in Galveston County.
And when they tapped into HID and they saw that they can tap into HISD, then every other school district is easy for them to do. And so, yes, they want to dummy the populace. So guess what that means? You're going to have to be teaching your kids at home. And Lord forbid, do any of us parents nowadays, do they have time to teach their kids at school?
No, not when they got to work 80 hours for $20.
That's all I'm saying. So look what we heading to, y'all. We going back to before long. We gonna be back in the fields.
We already is. Excuse my language.
So please,
he already is.
That's why it's important.
I'm still gonna.
We just got a disguise on, a costume on.
I'm still gonna second what Train said, though. I'm still gonna second what Train said, though, because
say it louder.
We fumbled.
What
Train said. We don't know what Train said. We want to know.
We fumbled the ball hard, man.
It ain't. We didn't do nothing, bro. You cannot blame that. You can't blame yourself for that. And then let me speak. You cannot blame yourself for that. You can't blame yourself for none of that. It's systematic.
When he's saying we, he's not blaming himself. He's blaming our generation because what has taken place behind us. To some extent, I won't say all of it, but to some extent, we do have to take accountability for some of the things that we have allowed to be passed down to those.
We cannot control it, is what I'm saying. You can't. How you gonna take a beating if you can't control it? If you can't control it, listen to me, y'all. If you got to tell yourself, I got faith, and I got faith in some shit that I ain't even got yet, right? How can you say that and then not say? It's a systematic thing, man. It's not nobody's fault.
And let me tell you, and that is so true.
Put in, it was plays put in for us to be what it is, man. And we ain't had no control over that. We ain't had no control over what they put in the neighborhoods and what the black men did.
And you know how, and you know the first step. Over that. You know the first step of getting out of that. Start realizing that you're the majority.
That's it. That's how I was just
Start realizing that you are the majority.
We have more power than we give ourselves credit for.
Thank you.
But
Much
we
women.
we want to tear each other
like
down.
that.
We want to tear each
Absolutely.
other down. Yeah.
We have a
wanna
lot
tear
more
each other
power
down.
than we give ourselves.
That made my heart feel better.
Yeah, we have a lot more
That's a
power.
good
than we
one
give
right
ourselves.
there.
That made my heart feel better. Yeah, we messed up. We fumbled the ball. No, don't ever say that.
They keep. Truth is, they keep moving. Let me tell you. So let me just tell you this. Let me make this big picture smaller. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about the Black community. Okay, now let's talk about. So they set us up for failure really long time ago, and the first place where they set us up for failure is that they took us from our native land. First of all, okay, then the masters slept with our great grandmothers. And if you look at this panel, we all different shades. But then you took the lighter ones and put them on the inside, and you took the darker ones and took them on the outside. So that's where all the interracial fight comes from. They wanted us to be against each other. That was the first sign. They wanted us to attack each other. So then they kept telling us that we were less than, and we bought into that. One study I looked at too, and I couldn't figure out, but do you know why? And I had to do this with my son because I couldn't understand. But do you understand why society treats Black men the way they do? It has a lot to do with us, our fathers and our mothers. When our little Black boys hurt themselves and start crying, what's the first thing your mom and daddy told you not to do?
Stop crying.
Stop crying. So guess what? Over time, that made you emotionalist. So guess what? When you emotionalist, society looks at you as you are a monster. Okay?
Yep.
Now let's take the other race of females. They fragile. You have a Black female, you have different, it's different. It's a mindset. So what I do know is everybody, no matter what color you are important because you're God's children. And we shouldn't be fighting among each other. I don't care what race it is, because at the end of the day, every last one of us, whether we white, Black, pink, or purple, we want our families to be safe. We want to make good wages so we can afford these high bills out here. We want our kids to come home safely. We want a good education. We want health care. Like, we all want the same thing. But some of us are just going about it a little bit differently and want to get rid of the middle class and have the rich and the poor. But us middle class, because more of us are middle class than whether we believe it or not, we need to stick together and rise up, not as a race of people, as a race, but the human race. We need to rise together as the human race. And we need to just take back what's ours, because we majority. Start thinking that. We the majority. Stop letting people tell you the minority. We've been past that.
I can dig it.
They ain't even talking about that. They talking about get the street, jumping on the, pop them on the block. That's what they talking about. They ain't worrying about if they the majority, minority, or anything. That's the problem. They not even thinking about if they something any damn way.
But you know what though? I will say this. Remember, you also have to remember that at one point in time we didn't think about it either. But then we found a way to be educated so that way that we can think about it. So
now we got to whoop it. Now we got to ask what.
That too. That too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That too.
What are you talking about?
That too.
We was forced. It was a tradition. We had to do it. We didn't have a choice. We didn't have a right or emotion to think we could do what we wanted to do.
I agree with that 100%. Absolutely.
So that's why, like you said, we didn't have a right. We didn't have a right to vote. So that alone, I mean, I want us to just really just think about this. Your great-great-grandmother or great-grandmother that you might not have ever met, she might have got beat for trying to read. She might have been walking them streets, her and your great-great-grand trying to walk them streets just to go vote, just to have a voice. Like they put in the work. And then the thanks we give them is, my vote don't count. It doesn't if you don't go cast it. You're right. It doesn't. You're absolutely right. Your vote does not count if you doesn't cast your ballot.
Yep. Absolutely.
So if y'all want to see a change, if you want to see a difference, huh?
For real. And if you ain't gonna go vote, shut the fuck up.
That's
my mouth. If you're not gonna vote, please be quiet.
That part. Because listen, do your research. Don't just take my word. But one thing
I love every bit of
it. One thing I don't do, I'm not finna lead you wrong. Everything I've told you, you can go fact check me. Because one thing I do not believe in doing is misleading people.
She said, "Google me, baby."
Google
me. I love it.
I told you he's the saint. That's not what he really said.
So, Tierr'ishia, I have another question for you.
Yes, sir.
So, as chairwoman, you led the party through a historic moment where every single state and federal race was on the 2026 ballot has a Democratic candidate. What does this full slate mean for the average voter in Galveston County?
So, the best way I like to explain this is if you like music and like going to concerts, you want to see who's on going to be on stage, right? Like who's going to be performing tonight. And if it's a good slate of people, then you want to go see that. So first of all, this hadn't happened in years. We have a new state chair by the name of Kendall Scudder. So he's a state chair, whereas I'm the county chair. So he's over the state of Texas. He came in last year and got us out of debt. So that's good. He's expanded the local offices. So it's offices in other cities around Texas, which is good. We've seen more donors come in on the state level. So what that does mean, when the state level is doing good, then it trickles down into the county level. It's good for everybody. But having a full slate of candidates give every voter the opportunity to choose. Like it gives you something to go and choose from versus not having any candidates at all. Now, grant you, we got a lot of seats filled on the county level, but one thing people have to understand, it takes money to run an election, and like I say, Democrats are a lot of times the working class, so they're still trying to pay their bills, and just to run an election, you got to buy your literature, your yard signs, and I have people call me all the time, why isn't it any Democratic signs posted? Ma'am, have you donated to that campaign? Like that stuff is not free, it's a lot of money. So a lot of candidates are either just cannot afford, and unfortunately our party will do fundraisers for candidates, but we're prohibited from giving money to candidates. Certain candidates we can't donate to because of TEC. It's a lot of rules and regulations you got to follow. So at the end of the day, I will follow those rules, because if I break those rules, I get jail time. And listen, I like my freedom.
Yeah.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. Ain't that what you say?
I'm a law-abiding citizen, man. Listen, they make you wear community draws in jail.
Yeah, and hot pink might be cute on me, but I don't like wearing the same thing every day. So that's gonna get going real fast.
It's the draws thing for me. I want to wear my own draws.
Is that part? Yes.
So
that's what's cool about having a full slate.
Yeah. That shit lame as hell. People don't go to jail no more, man.
That's not true.
It's time to just chill and find some peace, man. Come on, man. We ain't got time for all that.
I don't wish that on
nobody, man. I don't wish that on nobody. Not even an enemy, man.
You heard me, Vato?
Man,
Vato.
Say it again.
Vato, I just don't want to be on the busted page.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my God.
That is the goal, right?
I ain't trying to be. Hey, I ain't trying to be on that.
Listen, they're gonna definitely smash.
Is that against the law?
No, it's public record.
Your picture like that?
No, it is public record, my boy.
Public record. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I don't even ride without a seatbelt no more. You hear me? Clicking a ticket.
Law-abiding citizen, exactly.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm pretty fair for a square, baby.
Nah, for real. Yeah, for real, man. I ain't trying
pretty
to be
fair for a square.
It's nothing like your freedom. Nothing like your freedom. And also, it's nothing like being educated. Knowledge is power. I don't care. One thing they can't take from you, they cannot take your knowledge. They can't.
Our people perish because of lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge. So
yeah,
I need everybody, like everybody to like, come on, like we can do this. Seriously.
All right. I know you pressed for time, so I'm gonna try to get through these questions. I got a million questions for you. So
You okay. I don't know how much time y'all gave me, but I pretty much booked my schedule for you all tonight.
You got much time. You got information to give out so you can get this chair again, man.
Say,
I can hang 26, man.
I can hang with y'all all night, so I'm not even doing no tripping.
All right, so check it out. Looking back at your current term, what is the single achievement you are proudest of that has strengthened the party locally?
So I would say the single achievement that I'm the most proudest of is before I became county chair, the local clubs that I mentioned earlier, besides the 3 new ones, the 4, they were doing their own thing. They wasn't really networking with each other. So when I became county chair, that was one of the main things I did. I got the clubs together. And so they network with each other. A couple, 3 years in a row, we did a county-wide fundraiser, which means that the county and all the clubs, we did the same fundraiser. And after the funds that each club raised, I didn't ask for them to give it to the county party. I told them to deposit it into their club so they can have money. Because like I say, if I win, you win. I'm all about, I'm not just gonna go up by myself. I want to take everybody with me.
Selfless.
Yes, very much so. So that's one of the biggest things is, and from that, joining together, because like I say, it's not about I or me. It's always been about us and we. So bringing those clubs together, Galveston Island Dems mingle with Coalition and Friendswood with TDW and Dixie. So it's just growing just from that type of networking. So everybody knows everybody. When they schedule different events, the other clubs show up to, so it's all we're not just volunteers, but we have definitely turned into a family. I look at a lot of them as my family because I do spend a lot of time with them. They've seen my ups, my downs, my mistakes. So like I say, right now being a candidate, it is a lot of work because I do work full time on my paid job. And then I have my county chair hat on, which is full time right now during the primaries. And then I'm a candidate. So I'm basically on tour is what I like to call it. Well, I don't like to call it that, but looking at my schedule, I have a real tour schedule of events that I'll be speaking there and showing up to. Like my mama say, I'm out there shaking hands and kissing babies, and that's pretty much what I'm out there doing. But I like doing it as long as I know that I'm educating the people that's there so they can leave there knowing a little bit more than what they did before they came.
You mentioned something earlier. I'm sorry. You mentioned something earlier about the redistricting. So, and the coalition districts, right? You said something that even myself, I don't necessarily know what that means, but can you explain in plain terms why Petaway versus Galveston County case is so critical for the representation of our neighbors?
Most definitely. Thank you for that question. So redistricting, basically, if you've ever heard of gerrymandering, stacked and cracked and weakening, what happened was, so we have 4 different commissioner districts, right? And so Commissioner Stephen Holmes was the only Black in those 4. And so the area he had covered like Lamarck, Texas City, Dickinson, where the Black communities were. So every time that it was time for him to run, he was definitely going to get probably win or either another minority because that's the district that he represented. And the other 3 positions were pretty much Republican districts. So that was the only district that was actually for us, for all of us. Well, it used to be a law when they come in and draw maps, if it looks like racially gerrymandered, that the state could come in and say, no, we're not going to play them games. We're going to definitely be fair in this situation. And so that law was removed this last go round. And so they end up coming in and basically weakening the vote. So what they basically did is if you have 100, let's say you have 100 people in one area, that those 100 people vote could get their candidate that they want in office. The redistricting came in and took that 100 and divided it in 4. So that has weakened each section of that. So we no longer have a voice. So basically what it is not the voter picking the candidate, but it's the candidate picking the voter. So it was so ugly that 2 of the commissioners, they drew the maps to where it encircled their house and their mother's house. Like, it's not even, it's so jigsawy. It's just crazy. But we went to court. I was in court every single day for 10 days in Galveston. Judge Brown, which is a Trump appointed judge, he sat there. I sent out a call to action email every single day, and I'm happy to say that every single day that courtroom was full. It was full of our supporters. And so the judge saw that. But the first week was fine because it was our people speaking on our behalf. But the second week, just to see if you could just sit in one day of the racially discriminating things they were saying about Galveston County and the people in it, it hurt. Like, I think I went home every day that week, called my mom when I left. I was just drained, and I think I cried every single day because I just couldn't believe that people are just that racist, but they're racist. Like, it was ugly. And so as a county chair, I went, even though it hurt me to my soul and made me angry, but I hung in there. And at the end of the trial, Judge Brown awarded in our favor, and he said it was egregious and it was basically just ugly what they were trying to do. So that was a win for us, and we were excited. But then they appealed it, and then they won, and then we appealed it, and we won, and then they appealed it, took it to the 5th Court Circuit up in New Orleans, and they ruled in their favor. So we stuck with these for the next 10 years. So I will say this: censoring, when they do the census, I'm sure your parents growing up, you don't answer that door telling people our business. They don't need to know how many. Listen, we hurting ourselves because if we don't be accounted for every person in your household, that affects the money that comes into the county. They need to know every mouth in your household, because the amount of people that you have in your household determines how much money we're going to get. But not only that, but it increased the voting population. So we have to do that. But that's when redistricting take place. Redistricting takes place every 10 years after census, because it shifts, the races shift. So that's when they go in and say, okay, let's redraw these maps. But right now, what happened in Galveston County was on national news. So we got a lot of attention for it.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, we did what we could, but, we fought to the end, but, but like I tell my people, we're going to embrace the wins. The losses are just lessons. Let's learn from them, and let's not do it again.
You win or you learn.
You win or you learn.
You win or you learn. And you learn more from a loss than you ever do from a win.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yep.
No, I love that. I feel like I'm hogging the interview, and I'm sorry.
No, you don't know. You just keep on going. Stepping a foot, and you the instructor. You are doing a wonderful job. Wonderful job, man. I'm learning. I just learned something just a few seconds ago.
So
leave me alone. Let me learn.
We talk. Grown Man Mondays is a platform that most of us, we come from the inner city, or we come from the hood, whatever you call it. You got 43rd Street, you got the East End, you got different neighborhoods coming out of Galveston. That's only because you know how to dunk a ball. Okay. But yeah, he's 6'12". But you mentioned the primaries that's approaching in March, right? I believe it's March 3rd.
Yes, that's correct.
Can you tell us what the GCPD is doing to combat voter confusion that's caused by the shifting maps and new legislative boundaries?
So what we're doing to address the confusion is keeping voters informed. We have candidate forums. We've been having candidate forums every week. We have one coming up this Wednesday, which I hope you all can join us. I'm actually one of the candidates that will be doing my speech, and it's my birthday.
Okay.
So we're gonna, after the candidate forum, we're gonna hop on over to a little restaurant and keep this birthday party going. But on Wednesday, we'll have myself, my opponent speaking. We'll have Vicki Goodwin, which is running for Attorney General. She'll be there. We'll have Jasmine Crockett via Zoom. She'll be speaking.
She was just at the
College of the
Delta's,
Mainland.
at the
Yeah,
Delta's Founders Day.
Yes, it was really nice. She did really good.
Research train.
Yes. So we have candidate forums, and we always we get emails out. If you're not part of the email, please, we're asking you to go and check out our website at GCDP for Galveston County Democratic Party TX.org, and you can go on there. We keep people educated on when voting is happening. But if you want to be a volunteer or see our different events, you can follow us on our Facebook page, which is Galveston County Democratic Party, Galveston County Democrats. So you can go there. You can also follow me on my re-elect Tierr'ishia Bell, because I've been doing a lot of things. So I would love for all of you all to go follow my page. But like I say, Wednesday we'll have the candidate forum. And then the following Thursday, we'll have another candidate forum. So the best thing, like I like to tell people, is get out there. So let me explain the primaries when it comes to the county party. The primaries is like a tournament. Okay, we could look at it like maybe like a tournament, a basketball tournament. You have multiple Democrats running for one position. Okay, so you might have 5 Democrats running for governor, 5 for, and so as a county party, because we want to support all our Democrats, we have to stay neutral. Like I can't come out and endorse
anybody.
Particular. Right. Yeah. But what I can do, I can just support all of them and just have you voters say, hey, this is this person platform, come see him speak or go to his website. So we just want the voters to get educated, because all of you all, it's for you on here, and all of y'all might have different positions. Like you have a different position about guns than Vato, so you want to pick the candidate that works best for you. Okay. Right. Yep. So that gives you an idea of, so whoever wins at the primaries will go on to the November ballot, and that person will be going up against a Republican. So right now the primaries is about Democrats versus Democrats, but then with my race, I'm not me and my opponent are not primaries. This is our actual election. So after March 3rd, it's gonna be me.
Claim it.
Okay.
Claim it. Claim it.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah.
So then once I win, then I can move on. Then at that point, that's when we can start promoting our candidates that's going on to the November ballot.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate how you broke that down and the analogy. Like I said, some of us just don't get it, and I'm not trying to knock nobody, or I'm not trying to make myself smarter than anybody else. I think that was very well put. Just
politics
so that everybody, right? Because everybody don't get it.
For everybody, so they don't
people to understand exactly like how the primaries are set up and what that means. I mean, hey, listen. Anytime we can get a chance to be educated, it helps, and it'll help people. Maybe people will listen to this and say, hey, I didn't know it worked like that. Let me get my ass out there and vote.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 of y'all now. It's 2 of y'all that's motivated. Y'all motivate me.
Yeah.
Y'all motivate me now. Both y'all. I got one shoe on. I got to put the other one.
You got, oh my God. Well, just kick the other one off. Just take the whole other shoe off.
I had slippers on earlier. I didn't put a shoe on.
I got a question. So, all right. My question is, do you think the United States of America is ready for a female president?
Do I think the United States is ready?
Yes.
Let me explain something to you. The reason why we're getting what we're getting now is because we really wasn't ready for a black president.
That's so deep. what you just said.
Yeah,
Like I feel like so many people just miss what you just said. I feel like they missed what you said.
I was ready.
Let me repeat
that
myself.
That was hard.
Let me repeat myself.
That was a bar, like my boy Reggie said. That's a bar.
I didn't had a couple of balls tonight, huh?
Yeah.
The reason why we're seeing what we're seeing
is because
right
America.
It's because yes, I'm excited that I lived in the era where I could see a black president, especially a black man. That was the most beautiful thing to me in the whole wide world.
100%.
But while we're getting what we're getting now, is because of that one move right there.
Mm-hmm.
So to answer your question, do you think that U.S. is ready for a female? If we were to get a female in office, we're gonna be worse off
mm-hmm.
than we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I think that we need a female president? I love you men, but I think sometimes a woman can do just as good as a job as a man can. So we won't know unless we find out. But you know, society has it where men supposed to run things and women supposed to sit back. And I get that. It's some families that live like that, and to each its own. Okay, to each its own. If you come from a family where the man is, I don't want to be the man of my household. Okay. I like being a soft girl. I want to be a soft girl. I don't want to have to come home and run my man. I want my man to take charge. Okay, because for one, when I'm on my job, I got to pay that role. I got to bark orders.
I got to be the boss. Yeah,
I got to be the boss.
I got responsibility.
I have responsibility as a county chair. I have to be the boss. I have responsibility. So when I come home, I need a man
let that be somebody else's problem. Yeah.
Yes, you boss up. Okay. But I hope and pray that hopefully in my generation when I'm still alive that we have the opportunity to see a female. I mean, just give her a try. We done gave everybody else a try.
Mm-hmm.
We even gave the aliens a try.
We didn't let the aliens come in and tell us what we're gonna do. So
man, the whole ship then came.
Yeah,
I guarantee you it can't be no worse than what's going on right now.
Not personally. It is. You're right, because it is worse right now because AI telling what to do now.
Yeah. So I would just love to see
the AI is their leader now.
Yeah.
I'd be cool with a female running the country. I can handle that. That's not an issue for me.
I mean, your mama took care of business at home, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
But that
still is.
Yeah, but
still is.
But, man, fuck all that.
Let me hit his butt. Let me hit his butt. Let me hit his butt.
Hey, when it's time to go to war, it's
look at his face.
I'm trying to hear that soft ass shit, dog. You gonna go to war?
They ain't gonna be soft, man. They not soft.
I think. Here's the thing. Personally, I feel like we be in some shit real fast because she get the popping off. I feel like she be a little quicker. Yeah.
He didn't just hear me say. He must have heard me. He didn't hear me when I say I can get down with him. Like we might be soft, but we can't listen. One thing I tell people all the time. Yeah. I don't play checkers, baby. I play chess.
I tell you one thing. I tell you one thing.
I don't play checkers. I play chess.
Huh?
Yeah.
I tell you one thing. If Michelle Obama run for president, I'm voting for her, and she gonna win.
I don't think she want it.
She don't want it.
She want no president.
I don't blame her.
She don't want it because she knows she gonna win it. She don't want it because she knows she gonna win it.
I think what her and her family went through in the Oval Office, they did that for 8 years. I think she experienced that, and she just like, look, we did it. I'm cool with that. I don't need to be in that space anymore.
Right,
man. They tore that building down where they played tennis at. She don't want to do all. She don't want to go back.
Do you blame her?
Not at all. Not at all. Oh, they constantly scrutinized her children, scrutinized her husband. Yeah,
who want to go through that? Like, who really wants to go through that? And honestly, y'all, the president don't make a whole lot of money. I mean, he make good money. He make more than what we make, but it ain't no top dollar. And why go through that?
Yeah, it wasn't much last time I looked at it. Now, mind you, that was so many years. I'm sure it's went up, just with
but it ain't just no Broadway high robbery.
Yeah, but who wants money when you the president of the United States of America? Who fuck needs money?
Oh, you really don't need money when you got power.
Listen, you don't need money when you got power, but let me tell you something. You can't be powerful without no money either. I have never seen a powerful person without no money.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true though. But hey, everybody, Mr. President and me though, so you know what it is. Yeah, you feel me?
Everybody, Mr.
I walk in McDonald's. You know what it is, bro. I'm walking out with this burger, bro. I'm not paying for it, bro.
So now you want to break the rules. Now you want to break the rules as the president.
That's you want to he'll get on me about that.
For a double cheeseburger.
He going out for a double cheeseburger.
For a double cheeseburger.
But you ain't paying for it.
I'm one of them kids. He did it. Yeah, he's the president and he'll fail.
Just because he did it don't mean you do better. How about you do better?
You gonna jump off the bridge?
Everything. Yep. Hey, growing up in the 90s, we all wanted to be gangster.
McDonald's one too.
Growing up in the 90s,
Vato, I will buy you a double cheeseburger. Vato. I got you.
Come on, man.
Not even a real patty.
Time out. Growing up in the 90s, we all wanted to be gangster, bro. Now we got a gangster that's a president. Nah, it's a problem. I don't understand.
So let's talk about that. So let me ask you this question.
Now it's a gangster in the presidency, and nobody want to be gangster no more. Stop.
So are you saying? So Vato, are you saying that with your president being a gangster, that's a flex?
I'm just saying it's
he is gangster though.
He is gangster.
He is gangster though.
Yeah.
Do whatever.
And let me tell you something.
That's why I got to pardon myself.
He is gangster. He is very gangster. And when he come and snatch what belonged to you with his gangsterism, then what y'all gonna say at that point?
Well, that's why I got AR-15.
No, I'm just time out.
I heard that, Train. I heard that.
Can I answer? You try to come and do what? Hey, you know what? Y'all said that the last 4 years he ran president, he didn't come and do shit. Y'all said that the last 4 years when he was
okay. Let me explain something.
He didn't come do shit.
He only This is what I want you to think about. He's only been in there for a year now. 1 year.
Okay, ma'am. And in the next 2 years that he got left after this year passed,
3. He got 3.
But after this year passed, he'll have 2 more left, and it'll be like, so what? Because he ran 4 years already, and he didn't do shit to us. He just ran his mouth and became the celebrity president that he is. Y'all giving him too much hype, bro. Y'all already say the president don't do nothing. He don't say nothing. He don't run nothing. You need to go to your local.
I didn't say that. I didn't say. Let me tell you how.
Most people tell us to go local to vote, and the president really it don't matter if it ain't local if you ain't voting for them, right? So why are we worrying about somebody that really don't run too much then?
So let me tell you. I'm glad you asked that question. Thank you for asking. So let me tell you. So since he's been the president, them white hoods then turn to red hats.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey. And they bold, ain't they?
Them white hoods then turn to red hats. And them red hats. The red hats are loud and they're disrespectful.
Yeah, they are.
And they want to cause a civil war. Because once they cause that civil war, then martial law can be in place and this man will stay in presidency for as long as he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say he hadn't done anything, you might not think he's doing anything, but he is doing a lot of little things that you're not going to realize until they get too far out of hand. And then you're going to be sitting there saying, what the hell? Where was I when all this was going on? He's doing it right up underneath your nose. So that's why I say, stay educated. Just stay informed.
Yep.
Because it might not affect you, Vato, but if you have
against you.
daughters and sons, especially daughters, yeah, your daughter's gonna be affected.
I want to switch gears if we can a little bit.
Yes.
We see a lot of debate in Austin about school vouchers, right? How would a Democratic victory in 2026 change the trajectory for Galveston County's public schools and our teachers there?
Okay, so I do know that a lot of our members in Galveston, when they tried to promote these school vouchers, that a lot of our members in Galveston County stood up and went to the different protests and different meetings to discuss their thought, how it would change the trajectory. So what a school voucher is, the best way I can explain a school voucher is, you have your kids, okay? Your kids are going to a public school. Then they have this private school where they allocate vouchers to kids to go.
Yeah, that's where Reggie went.
Huh?
That's where Reggie went. He went to private school.
Okay, he went to private school. So some of us had that option though, right?
He played basketball. I wasn't that good.
Yeah, so he had that option. But it's gonna be to a point with the vouchers where if you are, say all four of you all have kids and you want your kids to go to this private school, they have the right to tell you we can't give your kid a voucher.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Because they removed DEI, they don't have to give it to you. So you're going to have all these minority kids going to one school and all of these other groups of kids, richer, because like I say, this ain't even about race no more. This is about class. It's about class.
You know what, though? You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like segregation.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is, but they doing classism segregation,
it's the rich and the poor. It's the rich and the poor. She's been saying
they're trying to get rid of the middle class.
She giving y'all the game.
Listen, we have to look at the big picture because we just want to look at the right now. But if you look at the big picture, like I said, so these rich kids gonna go to this private school, and these poor kids, our kids, they going to this public school. Now, you know who paying for them rich kids to go to school, right? Not they rich parents. We are.
Tax dollars.
We are. While our kids over here getting the less fortunate teachings and the no books and they kids over here going to school learning what they want them to learn, not teaching them Black history, not teaching them the proper things. They feeding them what they want them to know, that we should be proud that we were slaves. Let them tell it. We should be honored that we were. That's what they going to teach them rich kids. But us little poor folks, middle class, our kids going to have to go over here whether we want to or not. Kids with disabilities. Kids with learning disabilities, with handicap, they're not going to benefit from these school vouchers. So getting rid of school, first of all, once again, like I've been saying from the beginning, I'm about we the people. And if we can't we the people, then we don't need to none of the people. Was that another bar, Train? Was that another bar?
That was another bar.
He the rapper.
You on fire. You're going to have a soundtrack.
That was another one.
I'll tell you, I'm going to have a soundtrack for it.
Another one.
Yes.
I told y'all, I believe an armed people is harder to oppress. So
Who?
An armed people are harder to oppress.
They are.
So you take that how you want.
Yeah, I took it. I feel every bit of it. Yeah.
It's what I believe.
Yeah.
I
have some more questions for me.
I'm from
I do.
Earth.
I do have some more questions. I be wanting to give these other brothers an opportunity to speak. That's all.
No, go ahead. You the political correspondent, Train.
You got them good strong questions, and I got them good off the street hood questions that people are asking. So we trying to mix it up. Like,
listen, bring it on. Do we have any?
Do we have that hood people are asking? Yeah, there you go. So
She said, "Do we have any questions in the chat?"
Do we have any in the chat that y'all wanted to ask?
Yeah, Angela said, "What planet is Vato from?"
Damn, bro, you had to say Vato, or she said this man. She said this man.
What planet is this man from?
That's when you was talking about that nonsense. Because it was posted when you was talking.
It wasn't a talk. It was just it's not like I'm taking up for him. I'm just asking. People said that last time he was president. I'm just saying, like, for real, unless you, like she said, unless you have the actual facts to show me that there are brewing up a coup against a other party, against Democrats as the red hats, then that's a problem. If you got actual facts of this. But that just sound like, oh, they won, so they doing something to me a little bit.
Okay, let me give you one prime example of what he's done. And this might, I know it always ruffles a lot of feathers. But they went in his Supreme Court and overturned Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, let me tell you something, because I tell people this all the time. We're talking about abortion. Okay, let's just call it what it is. Some people like to say, oh, people like to use abortion as a birth control. As a preacher's kid, I know what the Bible says. But as an ultrasound sonographer of 25 years, I also understand what's necessary sometimes. But at the end of the day, if you go into the store, where y'all like to shop? Give me an idea. Where y'all like to shop? Just throw a shop out there.
H-E-B.
I'm
talking about for clothes. Clothes.
The cold stove.
I make my own.
So, Vato, you say cold stone?
Get a t-shirt.
Cold stone?
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
Speedway.
Who?
Oh, I thought you said cold stone, like the ice cream shop. My bad.
No.
Clothes.
Clothes.
No, that's what I said. The cold stove. The 54 store.
Okay. We'll go at the corner store. Okay. So when you going in the corner store, what you going to get?
Black and Mild, a t-shirt,
Parmesan.
Okay. Let's narrow it down to chips. Let's narrow it down to what's your favorite chip?
Doritos.
Lay's plain.
Okay.
Lay's plain.
Okay. Now follow me. You go in this store, this corner store, and you want a bag of Doritos, but you go in there, your only option is Cheetos. You hate Cheetos. And you don't understand why you don't have no other options. You go over there and you look for a t-shirt. You want a black t-shirt, but all they got is white t-shirts. It's about choices. Okay. So my thing is, I'm tying it all back to the abortion of Roe versus Wade. Okay. If you don't believe in abortion, that's you. Fine and dandy. Don't get it. But don't take the option off the table, because one thing I do understand about human beings, we should have choices in every aspect of our life possible. We should have choices. Now, what choices we make, that's on us. That's for our consequence. Because at the end of the day, I know that when I die and go to heaven, hopefully I go up there and meet my sky daddy. He's not going to ask me about such and such, what such and such.
I love this sky daddy.
He's going to ask me what I did. So if my sister couldn't afford a baby or whatever the case may be, and she went and took care of her business, that doesn't have anything on me, because I'm not the judge or jury. I don't sit in my glass castle and throw stones at somebody else's castle for them to throw a big boulder back in mine. So one thing we have to do as a society, we have to stop judging people, because everybody going through stuff. And nowadays the society has become, everybody is so hateful and sensitive at the same time. And I just can't understand, because that math just doesn't math for me. They're hateful.
I understand that. How the fuck you hide? How you hiding cold? How you sweet and sour? You don't sit your motherfucking, for real. You called that out. Go ahead. My bad. I didn't mean to stop you.
That's all I'm saying is people are so hateful and sensitive at the same time. Like, I can say whatever I want to you, but when you shoot back at me, then I want to, no, baby. Warm it up, or either you going to go somewhere and sit down and just shut up. So that's where I'm at.
They going to cry, boy. They going to cry.
I can dig that. if they ain't got my favorite chips, I'm gonna talk to the manager. Cause like the store that I like to go to, the Coke machine been broke. The little fountain machine been broke for a long time, but they fixed it. I talked to the manager.
And you didn't like that because you didn't
So
have
look-
the choice you
So
wanted,
look,
right?
I couldn't get it. So I went and talked to the manager, and he fixed. I went the other day. It was fixed. I said, "All right, come see about me. Thank you."
Because you wanted to have a choice. Because you
Yeah.
wanted to have a choice, right? You wanted to have a choice.
Right.
Choice. That's your
That's
choice.
funny
Give people
because that
choices.
actually happened. That's funny. Mr. $10. I know.
Going
you
on,
did.
dog. Going
Mr.
on.
$10.
See, I told you that confidence.
Stop playing on me, man.
I told you that confidence.
You called me out. You called me out.
Y'all don't make train jump out. Don't make train jump out the.
You know I'm about to go.
Hey,
All right, so check it.
We're not following Trump's lead. We're just speaking from a other aspect to get her answer to have an understanding of certain things about Trump, okay? Because we sit here and joke about it and have our little opinion on it, but we have somebody that's with the Democratic Party that can inform us on certain things, like it's more Bloods than Crips in the house, man. It's more Bloods than Crips in the house. So you got to talk like that to the hood so they can understand. What? Cuz we got to go vote, cuz. Oh, for real. We got to go vote, cuz. They got too much red hats over there, cuz. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
See, that might spike up a bud.
So to answer the question of what is a county chair, explain it to you like this. You got two different organizations. You got the red organization, you got the blue organization. I'm the leader of the blue organization. We have soldiers that work, block walk, knock on doors, phone bank, text bank. We have product, which is yard signs, literature cards. So, and guess what we fighting over? We're fighting over territory. So yeah, it's just as simple as that.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's simple as that. So when you flip flop the shit, you feel me? You gotta flip flop it. You feel me? You gotta flip flop it.
We don't want no
around here. No, I'm just trying to say you can't be around here complaining, crying, bitching, bro. When you have a choice and you have a free will to go make that choice, man. To be a Crip or a Blood or be a Democrat or a Republican, bro. Which one you down? Who your set is, man? Who your set? Who you repping, man? Come on, fam.
Where you from?
Yeah. Where you from? What side you on, bro? And then just because you're a Republican, you could have thoughts and agree with a Democrats be doing too. You ain't gotta be no asshole like that, bro. Like this, all Republican. Come on.
So
fam.
I would like to say this: the county chair for the Republican Party, Pat McGinnis, me and Pat are really good friends, and we understand that at the end of the day, our job is to make sure that our voters are informed and educated, and to get to the polls to vote. Because no matter what side you are, our job is just to make sure you get to the polls. So yes, I'm really good friends with Pat McGinnis, which is the Republican county chair. I believe that we have to work together with the other party. Now, it is a certain party that broke away from the Republican Party, which is the MAGAs, and they are just so extremist. It's ridiculous. But I do not have a problem working with other Republicans when we trying to work for the people.
Hey, yeah, for real, MAGAs, y'all need to just chill, bro. Yeah, hey, y'all can feel how y'all feel, but calm down, dog. It ain't that serious.
They're not gonna calm down. That's the problem. They're not gonna
calm down. Telling the YNs.
That's what we be telling the YNs.
For real, chill out, bro. That's what we be telling them.
Not
chill
the
out.
YNs.
I'm just saying, no,
that's what the is. See? There we go. We flip flop it. See how you flip flopped it? YN
MAGA and YNs, man. Say, chill out, man, and get a hug. Let somebody hug you. You need a hug.
Didi said,
that's all it is. You need a hug, man.
Didi said MAGA equals white Christian nationalists.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
That's
and let me tell you something. The saddest part about that, which is a very, very true, Didi or Griffin, MAGA equals white Christian nationalists, because let me tell you something. These churches These pastors, not in our community, but in the white Christian nationalists, that's what they are. They are drilling white is right. White that's the white Christian, and they stand behind God. Because let me tell you, this is the issue I have. Now, white Christian nationalists swear that they love God, they love Jesus. Trump held the Bible upside down. The man had the Bible upside down. Okay.
Yeah, that's how they
like I said,
we're gonna talk about that.
I'm a preacher's kid, so I get it. But what I do know, every aspect of my Bible that I've read, when it comes to Jesus, it talked about love. He mingled with everybody. The leper, the whoremonger, the this, the that, the other. He didn't shun anybody. So for me to stand and say I'm a Christian, but I hate you because you love this person, and I hate you because you look that way, and I hate you because that's not a Christian. That's not Christian. That's not Christ-like at all. And that's what Christianity means, Christ-like. And like I say, it goes back to you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. If you reap bad seeds,
and that's why
if you sow bad seeds, you're gonna reap them bad seeds. And so, like I explained to my kids, what's going on right now is really we're in a spiritual warfare, y'all. We really in a spiritual warfare. Like I feel like you have the evil on one side and the good on one side, and everybody hollering about, oh, y'all bad, and actually we all bad, but we all good too. And one thing I do know, like I said at the beginning, we all want the same thing for our family and friends and loved ones. We just want to make decent money where we can afford our groceries. Like what happened to him with the groceries? Like my groceries still the same damn price they was when Biden was it. Like I'm not understanding what's going on. All these empty promises. Now, grant you, being a president, you might promise them the world, but you still got to go through checks and balances and get stuff voted on. So a lot of stuff is turned away. But the thing is, that's why it's important to vote, because we need people in office that's going to vote in your favor instead of against your favor just because they can. Because a lot of them are voting against us just because they can. They don't have no good reason, but just because they can. So they stand behind Jesus and God and say, oh no, we hate him because God said. I don't see nowhere where God said, I need y'all to be the judge and the jury.
Mm-hmm. Come on now.
I don't see that nowhere.
I tell you one thing. What would Jesus do? Not what them motherfuckers do. You know
That's right. Say that one more time.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. What would Jesus
Stand for the people in the back.
do? Not with them motherfuckers.
Not with you, motherfuckers.
See what I'm saying?
Jesus say lead with love.
Yeah.
And I struggle with that sometimes.
And that's their partner. How that's your partner? And you read the story of him and not holding up the laws of him. How that's your partner?
They not reading the story, baby. They not reading the story.
No, they ain't got to read it. They made it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Man, see,
now you know we got a PK in here.
My bad.
There you go.
Now y'all told me to behave myself because we had company, and that's what you doing here.
That's why, Mr. Come and holler. What, Mr. Come see me?
Come holler at me.
Yeah. Come holler at me.
I am upset. I am upset. I've been behaving the whole time.
As soon as I got in, they said, "Train, behave. We got company," and I've been behaving. Okay, like I ain't never been.
A little shaky at the beginning, Train.
I ain't never been. That was before the show started. That was before the show started.
Esco, the only one chilling on here. Esco ain't said 2 words. I done called him Echo, Esco, and he done got his face shined up and ready to go. And I ain't said
see.
Just let your shine through. Just let it shine.
Oh man.
I I'm just kidding. It's all out of love. All out of love.
Oh, it's all love. Love all day.
All out of love. All out of love.
They finna kick us off of here, and I got a couple more questions. A few more questions.
Okay.
So we keep talking about the March 3rd.
Out real quick. Raw Man Mondays, each and every Monday. Galvestonpodcast. Go ahead, bro. Hey, we gotta pay the bills, bro. We gotta pay the bills.
They gotta pay the bills. They gotta pay the bills.
You ain't paid one bill yet.
Hey, we're capitalism.
Well, listen, I shut up, okay? I ain't got like it. Shut up.
Lion Pride in the building. Lion Pride ammunition. Shit.
No,
all right, go ahead.
Lion Pride do not have ammunition. Okay, that's why we got shirts that say "Got ammo."
Oh, my bad.
I need a shirt like that, but okay.
I got you.
Thank you.
So we keep talking about the March 3rd primary, right? And March is next month. We're about a month out, right?
Yeah. Over 22 days left.
What should voters be looking for when they evaluate Democratic candidates this year?
What should they be looking for?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great question. Thank you. So our voters, once again, should be looking for the right person to represent them. They should look for someone that now, grant you might not agree. I don't think it's any candidate that you can agree with everything they're saying, but if you can agree with at least 90% of what they're saying, that's the candidate for you. Because like I said, it depends on what part of life you're in, where you live, your stat, a lot of things depends on your personal preference. But for the most what your personal interest is. But for the most part, we have some really great candidates on the ballot. Like I said, we have some local races that's being won. So that's up what you need to look for. But just do your research. Like I said, if you go to our page, GCDPTX.org, we have if you go to candidates, it'll show you like the different candidates that's running for office. And also you can sign up to be on our newsletter where we can send you emails on different events we have. Like we just had this protest yesterday in Galveston.
I saw it.
Yeah, so it got a lot of traction. So we're really excited about that. But we're just always doing stuff. Like I say, we're trying to just get out and keep the word. Keeping people informed is the best thing. But if you want to know about the candidates, if you can't make the meetings, we totally understand that because people do have a life. But you can also always go to our website or go to our Facebook page, Instagram, and just follow us there and just get more educated on our candidates. And also on this particular ballot for March 3rd, the primaries, we'll have propositions. I want to say it's like 12. What happened was we used to have propositions on our ballots, but the state party got together with us county chairs and we decided to not put the propositions on our ballot because that kind of slows down the voting. So we thought we were doing a good thing by our voters, but then we started hearing a lot of flack from our voters that they feel like, well, what is the Democratic Party? Why we don't have propositions? And our propositions is just to get the opinions of the county, like how you feel about certain situations. So this last SDEC, which is State Democratic Executive Committee that I go to every 3 months, we decided to put the propositions on the ballot. So I had the opportunity to sit in a room, and so the propositions you will see, I had a hand in those propositions. So that'll be on all the Democratic ballots. So your ballot will be a little bit longer. I think it'll probably be like 2 pages worth. But of course, everything is electronic. It doesn't take you any time to go through your ballot, but just read through it, take your time. Don't feel rushed when you get to the polls. My name is the very last name on the ballot, Tierr'ishia Bell. I'm right before the propositions. So I'm hoping that I can earn everybody's vote, but I'm excited about the people that can get out to vote this primaries. Early voting starts February 17th. Today was actually the last day to register to vote for the primaries, but we will be registering voters throughout the year so they can vote in November. But today was the last day for the primaries. But if you are registered to vote, we're also asking people to please check your voter status because some people are in suspense. And if you don't know that and you get to the polling location and try to vote and they tell you in suspense, then that's just going to delay your process. So we're asking everybody to please go go to, and I'm hoping somebody listening could put this in the chat, but it's votetexas.org. You can go to votetexas.org and you can just go check your voter registration, and it'll tell you, you could just put in like your driver's license and your county, and it'll tell you if you're active or not.
Say that website again for us, please.
Vote, VOTE, Texas.gov.
Somebody put that up for us, please.
VoteTexas.gov.
That's awesome.
And then I have one more website that you can go to dealing with Galveston County. You can go to GalvestonVotes.org. Yeah, thank you, Dee. Can you put Galveston Votes in there also, Dee? So that's how you check your voter registration, what Dee or Griffin just put. You just make sure you want to see your status say active. If it says suspense, you can still go online and correct it there. And then GalvestonVotes.gov tell you like the polling locations, when early voting starts. Like I said, early voting starts February 17th. The last day to vote in person is February 27th. So we're really encouraging everybody to get out early and vote. Also, if you have people in your family or friends that vote by mail, please hear me out on this. We are asking everyone to please go in person and vote, because I do not trust what's going on in the post office right now. If you haven't seen, what happens is it will affect your taxes as well as your mail-in ballot. If you drop your taxes off and have a deadline, or drop your mail-in ballot off outside or in the little mailbox, if the post worker doesn't get it out to 2 days later or the next day, it will be postmarked when they get it. So that can miss a deadline. So if you just have to vote by mail, please take your ballot inside and hand it to them and let them postmark it at the counter. Once again, we asking, if you have a loved one, an elder that normally vote by mail, if they can get in the passenger seat of a car, drive them to any polling location, because Galveston is a countywide voting area. You can go anywhere in Galveston County and vote. Take that individual, drive them up to the front. You can either run inside and let them know that you have somebody outside, or it's a number on the door. You can call them and tell them you need curbside voting. The election worker will come outside with an iPad and allow that person to vote right there in their car. So I'm asking, that's what we're trying to encourage this election, to get everybody, as many people as possible. And if somebody does vote by mail and they have their mail-in ballot in hand, we're asking them to take that mail-in ballot with them. Do not complete it. Take it with them to the polling location and surrender it to the election worker. And then that's when they can vote on the iPad.
So what is suspicious?
Suspense.
Stop.
Suspense.
I heard that wrong.
Suspense is like being suspended. Suspense is like being suspended. Anything nowadays for any reason. I'm sorry, y'all. My dog is just doing the most down here. I thought he knocked me out. Okay, so he kicking stuff. So
them dogs.
Listen, my little dog here, he's something else. Cadillac. So suspense means that you just your voter registration is suspense status for whatever reason. You might have moved, or your name was misspelled in one area and corrected in another. They really don't have no reason. I really think they try to go in there. I was in suspense, and the only thing I could figure out is because my name was spelled the way it was. You know,
you got
feel like they just looked at my
symbols.
name and say, "Oh yeah, she needs to be in suspense."
You got symbols in your name, so
hush. Now you know what? Train, you were doing really good.
I was.
He was.
You was almost.
But I gotta be true to myself.
You was on home stretch, Train.
All right. So let's get ready to wrap this up. I got a couple more questions, and I'm gonna let you enjoy your evening because we actually we took more of your time than I expected us to. So I just want to thank you so much for taking this time to hang out with us.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. As long as I can educate the people, inform the people, I'm good.
That's exactly how I feel about firearms. So I love your passion. This question I have for you: what was the specific moment or the issue that compelled you to step into party leadership?
I was going to ask that too. Thank you for that, Train.
So I came up in a household where my dad followed politics. I don't know if it's because he was a pastor. I'm not sure. I would like to say my dad was kind of a militant, young black man, just rah, rah, rah. My mom didn't believe her vote mattered because you got to remember black women were one of the last ones to have the right to vote. So she didn't think her vote mattered. So I kind of grew up in a household where I paid attention to presidents throughout the years. I knew like who was president and what years. I was in high school, junior high, all that kind of good stuff. But then when Obama became president, like I say, him being the first black man to be president, I started paying more attention. I started following him. I really did. But what really motivated me not to be a party leader, but to get involved is when Trump got in office. And so, like I tell people, I do have to thank Trump for getting me off the couch because I didn't want to be on Facebook or social media complaining about what was wrong. I wanted to get out there and put the work to, put action to my words, because I feel like if I'm a complain about something, at least I have done my part in trying to change it. So that's what really kind of got me involved with getting more involved with the political area, because I just was not going to just stand by and not do anything as far as what I was seeing, what was happening. Because like I say, the current president has basically treated us like The Apprentice. We are one big reality show at this point. And so it's just disheartening to know that, like I say, our forefathers and foremothers fought for us to have this right. And so the very least, if we don't do anything else, the very least is to get out to vote and just, show our ancestors that we appreciate the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, because some of them died. Some of them died for this opportunity for us to have. So, we just need to do better. But I'm just excited to do what I do. Like I say, I'm a servant. When I go to bed at night or when I look at myself in the mirror, I, ask myself if I did everything that I was supposed to do today, and hopefully the next day, tomorrow, I could do just a little bit better than I did the day before. So,
yes, ma'am. And if a listener or one of our viewers wants to help today, but only has like an hour a week to give, what's the most impactful thing that they can do for the Galveston County Democratic Party right now?
Okay, thank you for that question. I would like to say that I love my volunteers. I absolutely love my volunteers, and I let them know that regularly. I appreciate my volunteers because remember, I was elected into this. So even though this is a volunteer position I have, I also put my name in the hat, so I kind of knew what to expect. But when it comes to my volunteers and all the hard work they do, the only reason why I'm great is because I have great volunteers. And like I tell my volunteers all the time, I do understand that this is free labor you're doing. So you can give me as less, if you can't give me but 30 minutes a week, or if you can give me 30 hours in a day, we're going to be grateful for whatever that is. But it's so many, we have so many different volunteering opportunities. One thing I do as a county chair, anytime somebody sign up and want to be a volunteer, my county liaison, Constance Rivers, she'll call them and set up an appointment on my calendar. She keeps my calendar, and I set out an hour to speak to every volunteer that's interested in joining the county party, because I want to know from them, what do they like doing. If you don't like talking to people, then I won't put you in a situation where you talk to people. I won't have you phone banking or block walking. I'll have you doing more of writing postcards and doing text banking. So I always try to ask my volunteers what it is they like to do. I've had people say, "Oh, I'm real good with social media." So guess what? I send them to my social media chair and have them work social media. So it's just a matter of signing up. Like I say, all volunteers have the opportunity to sit down and have a Zoom or phone call with me. I kind of pick their brain, see what they like, and then I lead them into that direction.
Thank you. And for the people who do want to get involved with the Galveston County Democratic Party, what is the process? What do they need to do?
So the first thing they can do is they can go to our website and just sign up. It has an area on there where you can sign up to be a volunteer. So when you click on that link, it'll ask you for your name. It'll send me an email. Then I respond back to them. And then that's when the appointment is set up for me to have a conversation with them. So they can go to GCDPTX.org. They can start there.
Okay. Well,
or let me give you my county chair phone number. My county chair phone number. My county chair phone number is 409-245-9880. And they can always text me their name and their email address if they want to be added to our email list. But once again, that's 409-245-9880.
Good job, production. I heard them keyboards clicking.
I did too. And like I say, we have different clubs throughout the county. So if you're somebody who live in Galveston on the island, we have the Galveston Island Dems. If you're that you can get, and like I say, if you just take 245, if you just text me or sign up and I'll talk to you, just find out what location you might be in Galveston, want to go to Galveston Island Dems meeting. Our meetings are on the mainland in Texas City by Mall of the Mainland. Then you have League City that meets in League City. You have TDW that meets in League City and Dickinson. You have Dickinson that meets in Dickinson. You have Friendswood. So a lot of times if they want to go to meetings, they can go. There's clubs in your local area that you don't have to drive so far and meet like-minded people.
Okay. Well, Ms. Tierr'ishia Bell, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you all for having me.
You were incredibly informative, and I hope some people learned something today. My name is Adrian Smith. Everybody calls me Trick or Train. This is my brother Esco, my brother Reggie, aka KumSee BoutMe, and of course,
not come holler at me.
I gave y'all the whole new name. Well, Esco, you was Echo. So I gave everybody.
So you come,
I must say, I'm proud of y'all because y'all got my name right. So that's good. That's good.
I told you. I wrote it down. I was not screwing this up on air. It's Sonic. That was pre-show. Why y'all bringing pre-show into
That was yesterday. We're not gonna talk about yesterday. Let's talk about today.
But I appreciate your time tremendously. Thank you so much. You had an answer for all the questions that we had. We couldn't trick you up, so you know your stuff. I personally love your passion. And
I had a couple left, but I don't want to go there.
You had a couple questions?
Nah, it wasn't a question. I told you I'm on the hood side. I'm just throwing stuff out there to see.
Let me hear your hood. Come on, bring me your hood. Do we have time?
I got one more hood one for you. We gonna get out of here.
Okay. Yeah.
Do y'all as the Democratic Party feel like y'all fumbled the ball with this housing program stuff that y'all had set in place for people that was really lazy, didn't really want to use the system to grow and build and take fathers out the house? Because hold on, if I'm not mistaken, the Democratic Party is the one that fought for this, for them to have the housing, and that was part of the stipulation. So I'm just gonna ask that. Go.
The Democratic Party is the ones that fought for it. We didn't take it away.
Stipulations of the father. So I'm asking, the stipulations when the fathers can't be in the house and all this other stuff, do that rely on y'all or the Republican side of allowing these bills to get passed?
That's the Republican side, sweetheart. Because remember, we don't have the House or the Senate. Like they have the most votes in both for currently, but we trying to change.
Yeah. Because
once we if it was the other way around. Now, grant you, I must say, there's some people on housing that don't need to be on housing, but that's not my call.
All right, thank you for saying that.
That's not.
But thank you for saying that,
I'm not the judge or the jury.
I'm not trying to call out, but I'm trying to see who's gonna hold up their side of the bargain of knowing that, hey, a part of this is your problem too, that people is getting these low income and not being successful or using it to grow up to want a house and stuff, move along. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. I can't wait till we get a Republican because I'm going to tear them up, though. Ooh.
Once again, like I said earlier, the Republican Party is known as the private party. Private clubs, private yachts, private. Democrats are more for the working class. We're more for the public, for the people. So it might seem like sometimes we are handicapping people, but at the same token, we understand life be life sometimes. And what I was going to say about us single mothers, especially single Black mothers, they designed it to take the man out the household. Because let me explain something to you. Marijuana is probably the lowest drug on the totem pole. Okay. Yeah. But because of the odor of it and because of where it is, and them grant you, marijuana is in every neighborhood. But the people who really need to be in jail are the hardcore meth. You can't smell meth. You can't smell heroin. You can't smell cocaine. But weed, the quickest way to get Black men.
You can smell crack though. Oh,
I didn't say crack. I left crack completely.
I'm just
crack is whack.
Smell that shit though. Yeah. You can smell that shit.
I didn't say crack. I said I listened to one.
No, I'm joking.
When it comes, so what happens is they purposely take the male role out of the house, leaving a mother there to raise her kids. And 9 times out of 10, if that young woman has a little boy, he grows up thinking that he has to be the man of the house because his daddy locked up because of weed, because the cops could smell it. So now you got this young man that's 13 years old trying to help his mama pay the bill. So that in turn makes him get in the streets and start doing things to take care of his household. So it's a vicious cycle. So what we have to do with our kids is we have to make sure our kids are educated and keep them busy. And we have to do what we do as our generation, because like I say, we are the ones that fumble the ball with our kids. We are the ones. So we have to make that right, because this is, let me explain something to y'all. I'm probably older than all of y'all on here. And I'm real nervous about what my retirement day is going to look like if I have to depend on this generation to take care of me and my Social Security. That I'm hopeful, but I'm gonna continue to be hopeful. But we have to start with us, with the man in the mirror. We have to do better if we want our future to do better.
Yeah. Each and every Monday right here at Galvestonpodcast is Grown Man Mondays, man. And we was on some grown shit tonight, fellas. Hey, Train, you might got a bonus for the night, boy. Your boy might cash out the $2.
Come on, man.
I might cash out $2.
Come on, man.
Boy, you was like Don Lemon, not chill. Boy, you was saying questions.
No, I'm not
I got the notepad. I got the notepad.
Man.
I was really ready.
Hey, man. I just had to celebrate with my people.
When I'm ready for my interview, Train, I want you to interview me, all right?
I got you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Political correspondent, Train.
Yeah. Much love to everybody. Hey, go vote, man. Relax, man.
Make sure y'all keep me in office. Make sure y'all keep me in office and follow my page. Re-elect Tierr'ishia Bell. Re-elect Tierr'ishia Bell. Go follow my page. And I would love your donations, please. Thank you.
And
Thank you, gentlemen, for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Don't ever make that sound effect again. Miss Esco, baby. Come see about me. And we swing and swing right, swing left. Roll with me or get rolled over. I'm rolling like a locomotive. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 So why would you try? I tell no lies, got fear in his eyes. Don't play with this guy that is not wise. Play my hand right, got peach sprite, styrofoam white, top 8 ice. She's so shy, she still try. These lame ass niggas, they so tired. Stay getting money, try to take from me. Rap like a mummy, can't say nothing. That's his money, bring it here, honey. She work for me, fly snow bunny. Whatever I said, I done it. Talk girly, run me my money. Grip hard, I keep water running. Stack hard, thumbing through blue hundreds. Summing up, take nothing, I'm funded. Hear nothing, these rappers be mumbling. Running up, magician with the numbers. Cold winters, it's bands in the summer. No, really, I'm just being honest. Graduated and hustling with honors. Beat the case, not guilty, your honor. No snitching, not talking, I promise. Ain't no stopping me now.